Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And we got the pre-1961 Apba Bats season. We got Game 3 of the series between the Detroit Tigers and Baltimore Orioles here on April 23rd. And let's take a look at the starting lineup here. We got Ty Cobb and leading off playing center field for the Tigers. Batting second and playing left field, Harry Hellman. Batting third, playing right field, Al Kaline. Batting fourth, playing first base, Hank Greenberg. Batting fifth, playing second base, Charlie Guerin. Batting sixth, playing third base, Ray Boone. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Harvey Kuhn. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Johnny Blasser. Batting ninth and on the mound is Hal Newhouser. And for the home team, Baltimore Orioles, we got leading off playing center field, Baby Doll Jacobson. Batting second, playing right field, Jack Tobin. Batting third, playing first base, George Sisler. Batting fourth, playing left field, Ken Williams. Batting fifth, playing third base, Harlan Cliff. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Rick Farley. Batting seventh, playing second base, Sky Mamello. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Bobby Wallace. And batting ninth on the mound is Jack Powell. Let's get down here to the field and get this thing started. As 007 joins us here. Check out his great channel, folks. He's doing Inside Pitch 2008. And we got Ty Cobb to lead it off here for the Tigers. Batting .292. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs going up against Jack Powell. This is his second start. He's 0-1. He's pitched 7 innings, giving up 8 runs, 5 of them earned, 6.43 ERA. Oh, you're welcome, 007, buddy. Good stuff that he does over there, guys. Like I say, check it out. And we got Ty Cobb up the back. And that's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that's going to be a rare play result on a 40. And an 11 on a 40 is going to be out in left field. And left field, we got Ken Williams, not very good fielder. 25 on a 1, might be fielding column 2. And it is. That's going to be a single to left batter out trying for second. So Ty Cobb gets the single. Williams going to throw the ball down the second with Cobb trying to stretch it into a double. See here, they got a new system for that too. Let's check this out here. A new command for it. Let's see here. No, they did that. Trying to advance on a single. Thought they changed the command here. So we'll just do the old one. So that's a single in the left, and Cobb gets thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Now there's one out and nobody on. There goes the no-hitter, but hell, he could still face the minimum. Ain't that crazy? Let's see if we can get a crazy game like that. So you got Hellman up. Oh, you're welcome. Like I said, bud. Now we got Mr. Hellman up here. Harry's batting 200, no homers, and 1 RBI. And that'll be against the righty. 20, 189. That's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Jacobson makes the catch for out number 2. So that's 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Al Kaline with nobody on. And Kaline is batting 200 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that'll be a fly ball out to center field. So Not really a 1-2-3 inning, but he faces the minimum 3 batters, and we go to the bottom of the first. Tigers nothing. Jacobson, Tobin, and Sisler due up here. Jacobson's batting .360. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs. And against the lefty, that's going to make him a 16. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Cobb makes a nice play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Tobin now. And Tobin's batting .538. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs on the year. And against 15, that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. And K-Line makes the play out in there. And right, 2 up and 2 down. It's up to George Sisler here. As NEWHOUSER is getting the fly balls to stay in the yard for now. Sisler is batting .214. He's got no homers and 4 RBIs. That's going to be the first ground ball down to Harvey. That's short over to Hank. And that'll end the inning. Orioles go down 1-2-3. We go to the top of the second. It's nothing. We got Greenberg, Boone, and Kundu up here for the Tigers. And Hank's batting .222 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that'll be a swing and a miss. He strikes out. We're out number 1. That brings up Charlie. And Charlie is batting .235, no homers and 2 RBI. And here's the pitch to Gallagher. And that's going to be against an 18. That's going to be another fly ball out to center field. A lot of fly balls today. That'll be out number 2. Ray Boone picks up the bat and comes to the plate. And Boone is batting .150 on the year. He's got a homer and 3 RBI. And that's going to be against the 19. That's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Powell's up with it, fires over to George. That'll win the inning. 1-2-3 goes to Tigers. And we got Ken Williams, Cliff, and Farrell due up here for the Orioles. And Ken's batting .409 on the year, folks. 1 homer and 5 RBIs as Ken Castro joins us here. And that's going to be against a 20. That'll be a fly ball out to Ty Cobb. A lot of fly balls, like I said before today. That's out number 1. These Orioles are amazing me, Ken. They're 4-2. 4-2. Getting timely hitting, especially in the late innings. And Harlan Clift is up, and he's batting $130, no homers and no RBIs. And he's going to blast this ball in left field down the third baseline, and that'll be a double. So Cliff's down at second with 1 out for Rick Farrell. Has got the go-ahead run in scoring position now. And up to the plate's going to step Rick Farrell, batting .364. I know. I can't believe they're 4-2 either. It's crazy. Like I say, they are getting some timely hitting. They might be scored like 3 runs, have 5 or 6 hits. Something. Here's to pick the Rick. And that's going to be against a 21. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And are they going to look to runner back to second is the question. 46 on a 1 is probably going to be fielding column 3, and it is. The runner will, nope, he's going to strike him out. He's got that K. I like that K. That K factor comes up a lot, it seems. So that's a big strikeout for NEWHOUSER. Now there's 2 outs. And a runner down at second. Can he get out of this inning, folks, with nobody scoring? That is the question. This is going to be Ski's first plate appearance. See what Melillo can do here. This is his 1931 season. He batted .306 and 31, 2 homers and 75 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Ski, and that's going to be a comebacker to the mound. NEWHOUSER's up with it. He's going to fire over to first for out number 3. The Orioles strand 1, and we go to the top of the 3rd. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Tigers. Kuhn, Blasser, and NEWHOUSER. And Harvey is batting .238, no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a base on ball. Harvey will trot on down the first. That brings up Johnny Blasser. See if old Basser can get a base hit here. Johnny is batting .214, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a hit down to, that's going to be a foul ball in the behind the plate, and his counterpart Rick Farrell's going to make the catch near the screen for out number 1. And that brings up Hal NEWHOUSER. See if Hal can lay down a bunt here and get him in scoring position. He's 0 for 2 on the year. Here's the pitch to Hal. 32 with a runner down there. And that is bunted down the 3rd. And Cliff's only play is going to be over to first with George covering. And that'll get the runner in the scoring position, but now there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Ty Cobb, who singled and got thrown out trying to stretch it into a double his first time up. So let's see if he can drive in a run here and put the Tigers up by 1. And that's going to be it's the 18 runner down at second. That is going to be hit down the second, and Ski's going to make a nice play. Ranges over in deep in the grass, throws Cobb out. The Tigers strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 3rd here. We got Wallace and Powell due up, and then back to Jacobson. Still no score. Bobby's batting .217 on the year, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Al Kaline's got it. And that retires Wallace. And Jack Powell's up now. And Jack is batting .333 because we don't need no stinking DH. No homers and no RBIs. And that'll be a fly ball out the left field. And Hellman's got that for out number 2. And that takes us back to the top of the order. And Baby Doll, Jacobson's flew out the center's first time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Jacobson hits out the other way for a 2-out single. Brings up Johnny Tobin. And Tobin is 0 for 1. He flew out the right his first time up. Not this time. He squares this one up, folks. And that ball is hit into left field. And that'll score Jacobson. And Tobin's rounding second, headed for third. He's in there with a 2-out triple. Just like that, the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. All this coming with 2 outs, folks. Like I say, they get the timely hits. They don't get a lot of them, but they put them together here early in the year. That brings up George Sisler, batting .207. He's 0 for 1 today, grounded out to third. And that'll end the inning. No, 41. That might be a rare play. Let me check here. And the infield, let's see what their infield is. 4, 13, 17, 25, 33, 34. So that'll be a line drive down the third. That'll end the inning. Nice play down there by Boone. But the Orioles score one, take a 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the fourth. Harry Hellman is going to be followed by Al Kaline and then Hank Greenberg. Harry's 0 for 1, flew out to center his first time up. Here's the pitch to Harry. And that'll be a ground ball. Now that'll be a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. Hellman strikes out for the first time today. That's the second strikeout by Powell. And that'll make one out here. Al Kaline's up. He flew out the center his first time up. Not this time. He blasted that ball down the line in right field. And that'll drop in near the line. He's got himself a 1-out double. Kaline in scoring position now for Hank Greenberg. Can the Tigers tie this game up, folks? Hank is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch to Greenberg. And that's going to be a base on balls. And all of a sudden, Powell's got himself into a pickle here. First and second and 1 out for Charlie Gehringer. Can Charlie deliver here? Hank down at second with good speed, better than good, great speed. And Greenberg with average speed at first. Charlie flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be ball 4. He's just walked the bases loaded, Powell has. And all of a sudden, he can't hit the strike zone. And when he does, they're squaring it up. So bases are juiced for Ray Boone. Boone grounded out to the mound his first time up. One swing of the bat might score 2 here. Here's the pitch to Ray. And that's going to be a, believe it or not, this is crazy. Juju Pete's, folks. He's just walked in a run. He has walked 3 batters in a row. They go out and talk to Powell. He was cruising through 3 innings, and he just walked a run in. And Harvey steps up to the plate. Them walks will kill you. And talking about walks, Harvey Kuhn walked his first time up. Now he's got Charlie down at second, Greenberg at third, Ray Boone at first. Boones don't have much speed. They're going to play back for the double play here. And that's going to be against 19. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Tobin's got a decent arm, not great out there. 54 on a 1 is going to be fielding column 3. And that'll be a 59. And Greenberg should score easy. Let's see if Gehringer can get down the, and he should get down the third easy too. We'll check this out to make sure, but like I say, what is it? It's a 59 for Greenberg. I know Charlie will make it down the second with no throw. We'll see if they're going to throw home here. 59 is I would have said. Yep. So yeah, both of them will tag up and it'll be no throw. So a sacrifice fly gives the Tigers the lead here, folks. And now we got first and third and 2 outs. And that'll bring up Blasser. And Basser get a base hit here and blow this game open for the Tigers for now. But then they've always been giving up the lead here to these Orioles. Johnny is 0 for 1. He's popped up to the catcher his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jacobson. That'll end the inning. But the Tigers score 2. They leave 2, but they lead 2-1. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. And Ken Williams is up, having a great start to the season, folks. He flew out the center, though, his first time up. He'll be followed by Clift and Farrell. Here's the pitch to Ken. And that'll be a fly ball out the left field. Hellman's got it for out number 1. And that brings up Clift. And He doubled his first time up, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Greenberg. They'll retire him this time for out number 2. And that brings up Farrell. And Rick Farrell is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's another ground ball. This one down the second. And that'll end the inning. Orioles go down in order. We go to the top of the 5th. Tigers leading by 1. You got NEWHOUSER up, followed by Cobb and Hellman. And Hal is 0 for 0 today. He had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. 1 down here. And now Ty Cobb's back up at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single and grounded out the second. And that's going to be a base hit, an infield hit for Cobb. So Cobb standing down at first with 1 out. See if Cobb stays there for long. With 1 out, Cobb, that would make him a 21. Let's see here. Are they going to get aggressive here? Haven't been scoring a lot of runs. They're going to have Cobb try to steal and get in scoring position. A 43 or lower, he's safe, folks. 63, they nail him out at second. So now there's 2 outs for Hellman up, nobody on. So that's twice Cobb's been thrown out, trying to stretch a single into a double and trying to steal. And here's the pitch to Hellman. And that's a base on balls. Of course he gets on base after you get thrown out stealing, right? And that'll bring up Al Kaline. Can he do some more damage here with 2 outs? Tigers up 2-1. Kaline doubled and came around to score his last time up. And that'll be against 19. That's going to be, of course, an infield hit. So, of course, now it would be bases loaded if Cobb was still on. That's how it works, folks. So now we got first and second for Hank Greenberg. Can Hank deliver again here, folks? Hank had a walk and a strikeout. So here's the pitch to Hank. Can he put it in play and deliver? And he'll put it in against the infield. See what their infield is. 7. Wallace. 8. So that's 15, 16, 17, 17, 22, 27, 33. 33. What's that for an infield? Is that fielding column 2? I think a 34 is fielding column 1. Check here. Okay. Where are we at here? Infield. 33. So that'll be fielding column 2. Fielding column 2 on a 41. Wild pitch, runners advance. Got to be a wild pitch. Nope. So that'll be a rare play with runners on first and second on a 41. First and second on a 41 and a 14. On a 41 is a 30. That ball is going to be, that's going to be a balk. So it's going to be a balk. If he's a BK0, he's not. Then it's a wild pitch. If the pitcher is also a wild pitch O or wild pitch 1, and he's a wild pitch 1, score as a full count. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. We go through all of that for a full count. Full count to Hank here. 3-2 pitch. And can he deliver here on the full count? That ball is hit down the second. Can they turn? Well, they don't need to. He'll go to shore way over to first, and that'll end the inning. The Tigers leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's still 2-1 Detroit. And Ski's due up here. He's 0 for 1. He'll be followed by Wallace and Powell. And that'll be a ground ball down to Charlie at second. Over to Hank Brown, number 1. That brings up Bobby. And Wallace is 0 for 1. Flew out the right his first time up. And that'll be a base on ball. So the tying runs down at first now. And Powell will try to bunt him over, get him in scoring position. And Powell is 0 for 1 today. He flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a nice bunt. That's going to be bunted down the first base line. The only play for Hank is going to throw it over to first with Charlie covering. And that'll be out number 2. But the runner's in scoring position now for Jacobson. Jacobson is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Here's the pitch to him. And that'll be a ground ball down to Charlie at second. He fires over the first, and that'll end the inning. And Orioles strand 1. We get to the top of the 6th. We got Gehringer, Boone, and Kuhn due up here. And Charlie is 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up. Got on base. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out, folks. So Charlie goes down on strikes. And that brings up Boone now. Boone's walked and grounded out and drove in a run on that walk. And that's going to be hit right in front of the plate. Can Rick jump on this one and throw him out at first? And he does. Nice play by Farrell. So that's 2 down now. And Harvey Kuhn's up. And Harvey is walked and had a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch to Harv. And that'll be the first time he's had an official bat. That's hit down the short. Wallace throws over to first. And that'll end the inning, folks. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. We got Tobin, Sisler, and Williams due up. Tobin had an RBI triple and flew out the right. And that's going to be a deep fly ball out to center field. Cobb's got room out there, though, makes the catch. And that'll be out number 1. Brings up George Sisler now. And Sisler is grounded out and had a nice catch down there by Boone that robbed him of a hit, a line drive. That should be the 3rd, but I put 2nd for some reason. I was pretty sure it's the 3rd. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And that'll be out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. Ken Williams is up now. Ken can get on base with 2 outs. He is flown out to center field and to left field. And that's going to be against the 20. That'll be a fly ball out to center field. So he's hit the ball out to center twice, and twice Cobb's made the catch as Aaron Reed joins us here. We go to the bottom of the top of the 7th here. We got the bottom part of the order due up. Blauser, NEWHOUSER, and then back to the top of the order in Cobb. Johnny is 0 for 2, popped up and flew out. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. So Johnny's aboard here with nobody out. And can Hal bunt him over to second here. He's had 1 sacrifice bunt and struck out the other time. And that's going to be 2 misses on the bunt, 0-2 count. They're going to keep the bunt sign on. And a 27 on a bunt. And he fouls that one off, folks. And NEWHOUSER strikes out trying to lay the bunt down. Doesn't get the job done. So Johnny's still at first with 1 out for Ty Cobb. Cobb's having a good game. He's 2 for 3, singled twice and grounded out the second. And that's going to be hit down the first. 43 on a 5. And that'll be fielding column 1. And that's going to be safe at first, and they're going to get the runner out at second. Can't turn the double play. Cobb got down the baseline too fast for him. So Cobb's down at first. He got thrown out trying to steal his last time up. He's going to give it a second try here. Cobb's pretty persistent here, and it's 43 or less. He'll be safe down there at second. And again, they gun him out. Rick Farrell guns him out for the second time today. And that'll win the inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch. And your score is 2-1 Detroit. You got Cliff, Farrell, and Melello due up here for the Orioles. Cliff is 1 for 2 with a double. Grounded out the second his other time up. And here's the pitch to Cliff. That'll be a ground ball down the Boone. He fires across the diamond for out number 1. Rick Farrell's up now. Rick get a 1-out base hit and get something started. He struck out and grounded out the second also. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. That'll be 2 up and 2 down for the Orioles. And up steps Ski. Ski is 0 for 2, grounded out to the pitcher and the second. And how he's going to give Boone a try down at third, and Boone's up to it. He grabs it, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. To the top of the 8th we go. Tigers holding on to a 2-1 lead. And Hellman's at the plate here. And he is 0 for 2. He'll be followed by Kaline and Greenberg. Hellman was up when Cobb got thrown out trying to steal. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. That'll be out number 1. Now Kaline's up now. Kaline gets something started. He's having a good game. He's doubled and singled. Flew out to center his first time up. That'll be a ground ball down the short for out number 2. And this will be Powell's last inning. No matter what, he's due to bat second. Greenberg is 0 for 2. He's walked and struck out. And here's the pitch to Hank. And that ball is driven in there to left field down the line. That hits the chalk, and that'll be a double, his second double of the game, folks. Hank standing down at second with 2 outs. And they drive him in and get some insurance runs here. Charlie's at the plate. Gehringer is 0 for 2. He's walked once, flew out, and struck out. Can Charlie deliver here? Hank's got average speed. He should score on a single. And he says, single hell, we're going for more than that as he squares this one up, folks. And that ball is hit in the left field. And that'll get the run in easily on a double after it bounces off the wall. Ken Williams fires it in. They go out to talk to Powell. Boone's up. And that just increased the lead to 3-1. Still got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Now the Tigers finally getting some timely hitting. Boone's 0 for 2 with an RBI walk. He's grounded out to the pitcher and to the catcher. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a base on balls. And now the Orioles got a decision to make here. I think they're going to make the double switch. So out of the game comes Powell. And they're going to see who they're going to bring in here. Powell's coming out of the game. And you got Harvey due up. Let's see here. I think they're going to go with Sam Gray here. Gray's going to come out of the bullpen. And he's going to come out here. Play. Second base. Who's going to come out and play second? That's going to be the question. They're going to give up a little bit on defense. Red's going to come out. Oh, Ralph Curse is going to come out. So he'll bat there. That'll be Wallace. And like I say, Gray will come in to pitch. I think we got everything straight now. So Gray will come in and bat in the 7th spot. And old Red will come in and bat in the 9th spot and play second. All righty, that takes care of all that. What did I do here? Got this all messed up here. Harvey Master, NEWHOUSER, Gray. Okay, so you're going to have Wallace, Gray, and then Mello. There we go. Now we got things straight, and Harvey's at the plate here with 2 down, first and second. You got Gehringer down at second. You got Boone at first. Harvey's 0 for 1. He has walked and driven in a run. This is Sam Gray's second game, folks. He's pitched 1 scoreless inning. And here's the pitch to Harv. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. He'll fire across the diamond to get the out. And the Tigers strand 2, but score 1 and take a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the 8th. We'll have Wallace, Red, and then back to the top of the order, and Jacobson. And Hauser's going to stay in here to pitch. He's pitching a fine game. He'll have a short leash, though. And Wallace is 0 for 1. He's walked and flew out the right. And he hits that ball in the right field. So the leadoff batter's aboard here, folks, with a single. Like I say, these Orioles with their timely hitting in the late innings. And that brings up Red, his first appearance of the game. He's batting .500 on the year. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Detroit looking for a double play ball. And a 21. And that ball is going to be hit down to second, but it's a slow roller. I don't think they're going to be able to get 2. 54 on a 9 should be still fielding column 1. And it is. But like I say, they get the lead runner, but they won't get to turn the double play. That's a 4-6 put out. And that'll bring up Baby Doll now with 1 out, a runner down at first. And Baby Doll's 1 for 3. He's singled, flew out, and grounded out. And that's going to be a 40. And that's going to be a wild pitch of 3. No, so that'll be a rare play with a runner down at first on a 40. A 56 and a 40. 56 and a 40. That'll be hit down the third. Have to make another roll here. And that's going to be fielding column 1. And that's going to be thrown over to first. The runner will get down to second. Nice play by Boone now. They get it out. And now there's 2 outs. And Red down at second for Toblin. And see what Jack can do here. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI triple. Can he deliver here with the Orioles down by 2 in the bottom of the 8th? And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And the Orioles strand a big runner at second. We go to the top of the 9th. It's still 3-1 Tigers. We got Blasser. Probably have a pinch hitter for Howe, and then the top of the order, try to get some insurance runs. See who's warming up in the bullpen. Got a bunch of lefties due up. Tigers only got 1 lefty in the bullpen. That's Whitehill. So he's warming up to come out and pitch the 9th inning. So Johnny is 1 for 3 today. Popped up and flew out the center and singled his last time up in the 7th. And that's going to be a single in the right field. So the Tigers get an insurance runner down there and see if they can drive him in. Like I say, definitely taking Howe out now with a runner down at first. And let's see who's going to come off the bench here against Gray. And Bobby Beck is going to come off the bench here. See if Bobby can deliver here with nobody out and Johnny down at first. And Bobby is 0 for 1 on the year. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be popped up. Matter of fact, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gray strikes him out. Nice job by Sam. Gets the first out here. And that'll bring up Ty Cobb now with 1 out and a runner down at first. Cobb's having a good game. He's 2 for 4. He's grounded out and reached on the fielder's choice. The only thing is he's been thrown out 3 times. Once trying to stretch into a double, and he's been caught stealing twice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And they're going to get the lead runner. That's all they're going to get. So that's a 4-6 put out. And Cobb's going to stay put here and give Harry a chance. He's been thrown out twice trying to steal with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Harry. He's 0 for 3. He's walked, struck out, and grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a pop up down the second. Reds got it. That'll end the inning. The Tigers strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Whitehill will be coming out of the bullpen to try to hold this game. Get a save here for the Tigers. He'll be facing 2 lefties in Sisler and Williams, and followed by Cliff. That's why they brought him out here to face the lefties. Sisler is 0 for 3. He's grounded out, hit a line drive, and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Harvey's up with it. Fires over to Hank for 1 out. Here comes Ken Williams. Williams is 0 for 3 today. He's flown out the center twice and the left. And that's going to be a rare play here. A 40 and a 64. And that is going to be hit down the first. And we'll have to re-roll some dice. 53, that'll be probably fielding column number 2. And it is. And that's going to be a single through first. Hank can't come up with it. So there we go. The tying run comes to the plate now. Never an easy game, it seems like, for the Tigers. And Cliff's up. He's 1 for 3 with a double and grounded out the second and the third. His other 2 times up. And that'll be a fly ball out the left. Harry waits for it and makes the catch. And the Orioles are down to their last out. Rick Farrell steps to the plate, folks. And Rick is 0 for 3. He struck out, grounded out the second, and flew out the right. And against a lefty, that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Al Kaline says he's got it. Makes the catch, and the Tigers win 3-1, folks. And come out of Baltimore with 1 win out of 3. Let's take a look here at the box score. This is more like I thought it would be, with the Orioles unable to score, but they've been doing well, folks, doing real well. Yeah, it was a good game, I thought too, Ken. Like I say, that's just how I thought this series would go. Tigers would outscore them 3-4 runs, something like that. Cobb 2 for 5. Kaline 2 for 4. Tigers were 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Like I said, Cobb's got thrown out 3 times. Once trying to stretch a single into a double and got caught stealing twice. He and the Tigers left 8 men on base. Orioles didn't have anybody with a multiple hit game. And they were 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, left 5 men on base. Tobin had the big 3 triple RBI triple. It was about the only thing they had to talk about. Al goes 8 innings, picks up his first win, 4 hits, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 1. Whitehill comes in, gets his first save of the year, pitches 1 inning, 1 hit. And Powell goes to 0-2. Pitched a good game, just didn't get no support. 7 2/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 6, struck out 5. Gray comes in, pitches an inning and a third, gives up 1 hit and a strikeout. And let's take a look here at the standings. And the Yankees are now a game and a half up on the Orioles. And you got the Indians, Tigers, and White Sox are 2 games back. Red Sox and Senators 2.5, and the A's are 3.5. Simmons leading with a .571 batting average. Ruth has 5 homers and 11 RBIs to lead the American League. And of course, the ERA leaders all have zeros early in the season. And you got Ruth leading in the MVP voting. And Jack, I forgot to say that, Jack's got 2 wins on the year. The only pitcher with 2 wins. And Page with 2 saves. And Jack's leading in the Cy Young. And our next game for bats is going to be in a National League game. I think it's going to be the Cubbies. Let's see here. And the next game on the channel will be the Braves and the Mets in 78. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be the Reds and the Cubbies, Aaron. Aaron Reed's Reds will be traveling to Chicago to take on the Cubs if Philip Reynolds just joins us. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate it, buddy. And like I say, then we'll back this up before we leave it. And the next game, I'm 99% sure, in 78 is the Mets and the Braves. Let's see how many games that series is. I like being able to play these in series. It's making it nice. Oh, I'm glad, Aaron. I'm loving it too, bud. See here in 78. Phillies Cardinals. Yeah, that should be a damn good matchup. You're right, Ken. Let's see here. Go back to May 1st. Yep. You got Swan going up against Hannah. And then you got game 2. So it's only a 2-game series. Only a 2-game series. Let's check here with the Rays and make sure, since we got these reports now. Schedule, where's it at? View the schedule here. And go to the Rays. Yep, now it's a 3-game series. They play on the 4th. So they got the 3rd off. So I'm glad I looked at this. Glad I looked. Go back here. They play on the 1st, the 2nd, and then the 4th. Must have had a rain out. Take a look. So May 1st is game 1 of the series. Game 2, they're off on the 3rd, and they do play on the 4th. So, yep, it's a 3-game series. This the break on the 3rd. Alrighty, I want to thank Ken Castro, Aaron Reed, Philip Reynolds, and 007 was the first one in the ballpark for stopping in. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Baltimore, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, y'all have a great day and take care.